자, 역시나 와일드카드전 LA 다저스가 승리를 하고 올라왔네요. 포스트 시즌 1차전부터 마무리 지으러 올라왔어요. 고우석. 한 점 차. 오.
Here's the pitch.
초구
Here's a
좋고요.
fastball called for strike one. Just a bit late and he's fallen behind 0-2.
과연 반지를 두 번 낄 수 있을지.
And this will be fouled away.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with two strikes,
그렇지.
you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Number 43 becomes the
다
first
처음
out
봐야
of the
되네.
inning. Now the pitch. Cam Gallagher is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
스미스랑 다 어디 갔지? 부상 때문에 지금 빠졌나? 나이스. 1루수 앞땅볼.
And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away. Daniel Robertson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
몸쪽
Swing and a
짚고
miss, and he's
좋고요.
behind 0-1.
한 번 더.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
You got 2 down.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he'll lay off a fastball up in the zone here, and that brings it to 2-1 now. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. A purple and black crowd of 50
슬라이더.
on their feet now in Denver. Swing
좋다.
and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity.
1차전
1-0 game in
승리
baseball
가져갑니다.
these
다저스
days.
상대로.
Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, heroes are made. Gore takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 19.
Striding into the box,
벨린저부터
Cody
상대하는
Bellinger. He
2점 차예요,
singled us
이번에는.
last time up.
The left fielder.
He's set. Here it comes. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
스트라이크까지 좋고.
Now the pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't
아니야.
block commit,
벨린저는
leaks out over the plate, he can get hurt with that pitch.
Fouled off.
역시 커트하네. 너클 커브.
The next 1-2 pitch.
와. 엄청 커트한데.
And grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to
역시
straightaway
벨린저다.
center field. And this will bang up against the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff
Ah,
man
이거
puts
참.
himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with one swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
한 점은 주겠다라는
Set. Here
생각으로.
comes the 1-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Hey, we got no out.
2-2. Shatters
그렇지.
the bat as this
못
is hit
뛰죠,
on the
이거?
ground.
오우,
And that's out number 1.
다행이다.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden, you're holding some new firewood.
Number 43 is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. There's strike 2 on a fastball right down the middle.
Right here, let's go.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like
A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
와.
And a
진짜
Big sigh
아슬아슬했다.
of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. That's lifted the
그렇지.
other way out to left. Ozuna
오우,
is there,
다행이에요.
and there are two men gone now.
파울 홈런. 아슬아슬했네.
Settling in now, Cam Gallagher. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. 0-1 the count. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon.
빠졌나
Not a
살짝?
bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. The Dodgers down to their final strike. 2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. And he fouls this one off.
그렇지.
Strikes him out to end it here
오,
as they were able to get the
아슬아슬했다.
possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy.
Gore comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 19.
In now, Michael Bush. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some ninth inning magic if they're going to force a
올라가자.
game 5. And this is just off the
3점
outside
차는
corner
사실
for a
좀
ball 1-0.
괜찮지.
And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Now the 1-2 pitch.
투심 잘 들어가는데.
Nobody away.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
The count now at 2-2. He could
그렇지.
only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Now to the plate, number 43. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The bouncer to the left
좋아요.
side.
10부터 걸렸고.
Throw on
Nice.
first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now.
The catcher, number
At the plate,
36.
Cam Gallagher. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
좋아요.
2 out, nobody on. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. The Dodgers down to their final strike. 2-2 pitch is fouled away.
마지막 끝내자.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. Fastball didn't. 3-2.
Great take right there.
He
그렇지.
struck him out, and that'll do it as they've won this series, so they'll move on.
DB에서 맨날 귀찮게 한 LA 다이스 꺾었네요.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
시카고 컵스가 올라왔습니다.
Gore takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 19.
The next Cub up, Jake
2점 차.
Cronenworth. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
We're playing 11, 1-1.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
바깥쪽.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
그렇지.
Gloved
이루수
out there
정면.
at second as he didn't
와.
have far to go for the out. Here's Jason Hayward now. He worked a bases-loaded walk in his last at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever.
오,
As a hitter,
좋아.
you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting.
Francisco Lindor is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get
마지막
a chance to tie it.
Fouled away.
커트하네.
A purple and black 1,000+ on their feet now in Denver. Lifted down the line in
어우, 왜 안
left.
뛰어?
Ozuna on the run, but this will land untouched. The Cubs are down to their final strike here, and he fouls this one off.
아, 끈질기네.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high
Ah.
in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Dahl. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard-hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
1-1 the count. Hap with a 2-1 count now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably
그렇지.
make you pay for it.
Ozuna giving
오,
chase.
다행이다.
And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over. Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Gore comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
For Colorado, number 19.
오,
Ready
2대1
to go
한 점
for the
차.
last half of the inning. And next, the
이조.
dangerous power threat,
이조 때문에
Anthony
지금
Rizzo.
Baseman, Anthony.
이승엽이
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High pop up.
와우.
Gore waits on it.
이야. 장탄전 깜짝 놀랐다.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Skied
먹혔어요.
into very shallow right.
좋다.
Conforto is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there at the knees, strike one. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth.
낮게
And this will be a
강속구
called
줬죠.
strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final. The Cubs are down to their
마지막
final strike here. Swing
좋다.
and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
This one. Gore enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go as the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Hey, not impossible,
대
but
오
highly
3점 차인데
improbable. Even
와,
when you're at
10회네.
home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him. Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their
여기서
lineup. Just the
끝내고
guy they want to see coming up
월드
now to
시리즈
get this inning
가느냐.
going.
The 1-1 pitch, and it's fouled away. Now the 1-2 pitch.
그렇지.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Nico Horner will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in is Dahl. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. At the plate, Jake Cronenworth. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 0-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Another one sent foul. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
Hey, having a
코트 잘하네.
I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher.
He struck
그렇지.
him out, and that'll do it as
야,
they've
챔피언십
won this
시리즈 진출
series, so
성공합니다.
they'll move on.
Congrats to the NL champs.
Well, the man you see right there had a game to be proud of. He really came through when it mattered, and he's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any
야,
hitter.
고우석은 왜 안
It
보는
had an
거냐?
impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
아, 저기 있네. 오른쪽에. 오, LA 에인절스가 올라왔네요. 월드 시리즈에.
Gore takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 19.
야,
Stepping
뭐야.
up to the plate, Jesse Winker. He
오.
was a double play victim last time around.
주자 1, 2루.
Yeah,
아,
rolling into
투아웃이구나.
a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Fouled off.
2 down now.
Looking to minimize the damage here.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt
그렇지.
with loading the bases.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves a strike tonight. Ah, and he strikes him out
그렇지.
to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark. So
Gore comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Andrew Knapp is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the ninth.
자, 2점 차네요.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
3차전은 또 홈에 와갖고 졌나봐요.
Popped him up.
지금 2대1인 상황에서
To
4차전에
his right. He's
맞죠?
got it
4차전에
one
지금
away.
고우석 올라온 겁니다.
Striding in, David Fletcher. It was a walk in his last trip.
Second baseman.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Fletcher.
That's a ball.
And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
와, 저걸
Bouncer
쳐?
to the left side. And an
오,
off-balance
다행이다.
throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Stepping into the box, Leonardo Rivas. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Taking called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Angels down to their last strike. And
그렇지.
he struck him out, and that'll do it for the Angels here this evening.
well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here. Gore takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Stepping into the box, number 25. And these guys are making
아,
another
4점
push
차인데
here.
주자
You have to
1, 2루.
like the effort despite
원아웃.
the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
나이스, 이거
Lifted the
먹혔어.
other way to left center. Ozuna is under it. He hauls it in without any
못
trouble,
뛰죠?
and there are 2 away. Stepping in, Travis d'Arnaud. He comes to the plate as the
Oh.
last chance
Yeah.
for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And that's in there, base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside.
한 점 주긴 했지만
Of over 39,000 on their feet, and he fouls this one off. Angels down to their last strike.
그렇지.
Strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching. Gore comes out of the bullpen to shut things
자,
down.
이번에
here in the
끝내야죠.
For Colorado, number 19.
Digging in
오,
once
3점
again,
차인데 주자
Leonardo
1루.
Rivas. He's working on a 1-for-3
그럼
thus far.
좀 덜 부담스럽지.
Here's the first pitch. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the
그렇지.
team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball.
와, 이제 아웃카운트 하나만 더 잡으면
Got him swinging
고우석
on the fastball there.
Leonardo
우승 반지가 2개 되는 겁니다. 역대 로드 투 더 쇼 컨텐츠 중에 이렇게 우승 많이 하는 애
And
없었는데.
their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And this will be a called
좋아요.
strike two and trouble now. Final strike tonight.
Hey, it looks like
그렇지.
And it's over. They are World Series champions.
와,
they can look forward to celebrating during the parade as they bring the World Series trophy home. What a moment for this team, this organization, and that city.
야, 고우석 2년 연속 우승하네.
More reactions now to this series clinching victory.
아, 코로나도가 안 될 줄 알았는데 돌버치가 잘한 건가? 고우석은 마무리여서 고우석 이끌었다고 해도 좀 애매하고.
And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new World Champs.
자, 마무리 투수 고우석 키우기 2022 시즌도 가을 야구 우승으로 장식하면서 고우석 반지 2개를 낍니다. 오늘 방송 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.